Live and on location at Merkle Retirement Planning, and very excited to have joining us once again Lauren Merkle, who you can see on his own TV show, retiring today. You see the logo there in the background. But you're able to tell people vital information that they need to know when it comes to retiring, and a lot of that has to do with the market. We just talked taxes not too long ago, which was new to me, so thank you for that advice and information. But I normally, when I'm thinking of my retirement, how's the market doing? I feel like that's the number one question people ask. Am I wrong?
Well, it's the number one thing on their mind, because right now we can get market information. I mean, we could pull out our cell phone and we can know exactly what the market's doing, and the market does have a direct impact on what's happening with your most important resource, your retirement savings.
Like yesterday, there was an announcement about selling off U.S. stocks. Well, does that affect things? I mean, those type of announcements. With J.P. Morgan, there was something in the...
Well, it certainly can. I mean, here's the thing about the market is nobody can control it. You can't control it. You can't control it. I can't control it. Retirees, pre-retirees, we can't control it. The biggest takeaway of this conversation right here is you do not want your retirement plan, you do not want your lifestyle to be impacted by what this crazy stock market does, by what this crazy bond market does. You don't want to have to go through the next recession, lose 30% of your life savings, and then feel like you cannot stay retired. You have to come out of retirement. And if we go back just 10 short years to 2008, the last big recession, everybody here probably knows of somebody who had to come out of retirement.
Oh, yeah.
They couldn't retire like they wanted to, or they had to postpone retirement because of what the market did.
Right.
In retirement, it's so much different. If you're within 5 years of retiring, you need to be a lot more cognizant of how much risk you're taking, because the amount of risk you're taking in your portfolio has a direct impact on what your lifestyle will be like in retirement when this next recession hits.
So are you saying I need to pull out my phone and be looking at it every 5 seconds? Okay, what's it doing now? What's it doing now? Or how close should we be looking for that risk?
Most of our pre-retirees and retirees don't want to do that.
I don't.
Think about being retired. You wake up in the morning, you go out on the deck, you have coffee, watch the sunrise. That's the stuff you want to be focused on. You want to be focused on going to see the grandkids at 10 a.m. and you want to be focused on taking them fishing, and you want to be focused on going to see the daughter in California next week. I mean, those are the things you want to be focused on, not the stock market, of which nobody can control. But you can control your portfolio. So it's important that everybody understands how much risk you're taking. You have a good working knowledge of when this next recession hits, how would your portfolio react, and how would that impact your retirement. The number one question you should be asking yourself: when this recession hits, is it going to change your retirement? If you answer yes to that, or I don't know, now you have some work to do.
I'm intrigued by the fact that you say when this next recession hits, meaning the market does go up and down. So since we're kind of up, you see it possibly going back down?
One of the questions I get all the time, and part of this segment right here, is what do I think the market's going to do?
Yeah.
And I respond, I know the market's going to go up and I know it's going to go down.
Right.
That's just the way it happens. So we've had, since 2008, an incredible historical run in this market where it has gone like this, and there's been a few hiccups along the way. So we know a recession will happen. Nobody knows when. Nobody knows how bad. What you want to know is that it won't disrupt your retirement.
Yeah, I love that. You don't want the feeling of helplessness or hopelessness, and you guys can take care of that.
Well, what we do is we make the plans, and this is one of the things that we have to be careful of as well. We're talking about investments, we're talking about the market right here. We cannot, when developing a retirement plan, solely focus on just the investment piece, because the investment piece has a direct correlation to your income. If you lose 40% of your life savings, you won't be able to deliver as much income, which means your lifestyle will change. Your income has a direct correlation to the amount of tax that you pay, which tax bracket you're in. And what you spend over the course of your lifetime has a direct correlation to how much you can leave to your kids, grandkids, other loved ones, and charities. All of this stuff is integrated. We cannot solely focus on one of these pieces at a time.
All right, 60 seconds left, Merkle, for this segment. We're going to be back with much, much more. But what would you want to say when it comes to the market? What's the most important thing our viewers need to know this morning?
This market this year has done incredibly well. 2018, we saw some volatility, especially December. People remember the S&P was down over 9% in December alone. There was 4 interest rate increases last year. They think they're going to decrease it this year. What we anticipate for the rest of this year is is some more volatility, maybe commensurate to what we saw in 18. Okay? You shouldn't have to panic about that. You shouldn't even have to worry about that if you have your portfolio in order that is commensurate with what you need to accomplish from a retirement, pre-retirement standpoint, and it also needs to be balanced with what your comfort level is.
Really quickly, how can people find you if they want more details?
MerkleRetirementPlanning.com, 515-278-4110. We have a show every weekend, and we teach classes all the time.
We'll be back. You're watching Iowa Live.